right, Steve, thank you. Breaking news just coming into our newsroom. A judge has just upheld the indoor dining ban in Prince George's County. The Restaurant Association argued for that ban to be lifted. ABC7 Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell is live for us at a restaurant in Bowie with this breaking update. Brad?
Yeah, this is Rip's restaurant in Bowie, and this is terrible news for them. As a matter of fact, a short while ago, there was a server who was leaving here. I had met her some weeks ago on another story, and she had in her hand what she expected to be her last paycheck for a while. The restaurants had been arguing in court that there was no scientific evidence that the disease was spreading. I have not been able to read the judge's entire order. I just got it a few minutes ago, but in fact, he did deny the restaurants what they were seeking in this county. Since the initial order to shut down in March and through phased reopenings and now the orders to retreat again to carry out only in Prince George's and Montgomery County, restaurants have shared their stories of their battles to survive. Now many say they've run out of options.
I'm feeling really threatened that I might lose my career. That is my career. And not only that, like the threat of losing my entire profession at this point.
Bartender Christine Doyle among those speaking today at a press conference called by the newly formed Restaurant Coalition of Maryland, the group fighting in court to overturn orders to end indoor dining.
The reality of the situation is the decisions that these elected officials make are life-changing.
At hours-long hearings today in Prince George's and Montgomery counties, along with Baltimore City, lawyers for another restaurant group arguing that those jurisdictions have no proof that any single person has been infected while dining indoors. County attorneys firing back that as indoor places where masks come off, restaurants are high risk. Both sides claiming lives are at stake, though in different ways.
We get shut down. It's that simple. These people lose their jobs. We shutter our businesses.
Yeah, that restaurant industry spokesperson there, he's an owner of a restaurant group, said it's going to be an extinction event. So many restaurants are going to close. So we did get the order here in Prince George's, but as I said in the story, there are hearings ongoing in Montgomery County and in Baltimore City as well. We're going to be back at 5 with more on this story, and we hope to have word on what happens there by that time.
The future of the COVID relief bill that was passed by Congress is up in the air.
Yeah, this after President Trump said he's not ready to sign it. The massive bill would fund the federal government and provide relief for Americans struggling through the pandemic. Well, tonight at 7 on your sides, Dave Lucas is taking a closer look at that bill and what could happen next.
'Twas several nights before Christmas when the president tossed this grenade into the just passed $900 billion coronavirus relief package.
The bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace.
And it came after Congress had left town. While Mr. Trump didn't directly threaten to veto, it sure sounded like he could. But what's the likelihood that will happen?
There are some who are close to the president who think that this is influencing his behavior here, that he's rejecting the stimulus bill or at least publicly trashing it because he's angry at Senate Republicans.
Then all those government aid checks are threatened. So are a couple of months of supplemental jobless benefits. And ominously, the prospect of a government shutdown next Tuesday is right back on the table. So what could Congress do? The House seems ready to try and pass an amendment, maybe tomorrow, raising the direct aid checks to $2,000. It's also possible the president could sign the current bill and hope Democrats add more to the aid payments next session. A third option is the rarely used pocket veto. That's when the president has 10 days to act after a finished bill lands on his Oval Office desk. Fail to sign the bill by the deadline, and it's dead. And at that point, the U.S. economy would still be very much in need of a shock to get started once again.
I wanted to open this up by addressing the social media posts about Dwayne the past couple of days. We're made aware of the post on Monday, and immediately we contacted Dwayne. He was truthful and upfront about what he had did, and we immediately brought him in for rapid testing and contacted the NFL. We've been working with the NFL the past 2 days, and they have been assisting us every step of the way. Although we are extremely disappointed in the decision that Dwayne made, I was glad that he had told the truth and was upfront about the entire situation. He gave a very genuine apology, and we had a very straightforward discussion. During that talk, I informed Dwayne that he will no longer be a team captain. He also addressed the team today and took accountability for his actions and apologized to everyone in person. Dwayne knows that what is expected of him this week. Dwayne was disciplined, but as far as the punishment goes, we are going to keep that in-house. We have a plan for Dwayne to participate in some capacity this week that has been approved by the league. We look forward to moving on from this as a team and fully focusing on a very big game this Sunday against Carolina. And I'd appreciate it if we could all move on from this and keep the questions about this matter brief. With that, I'll open it up.
Hi, Ron. Just one follow-up about this. How much did Alex's situation and, the playoff push, did that influence at all the decision on how to discipline Dwayne?
This was based on our discussions with the NFL on things that have happened. And basically, for the most part, the decision we made is ours, and it is in-house.
And if Alex is unable to go Sunday, would Dwayne start?
Yes, Dwayne would start. Alex is our starter. He worked on the side. He worked with the trainers. He did a couple of drills after you guys were gone. And we will see how things progress with Alex.